Hello friends, and welcome back to another unboxing video. I do hope everyone had a great Halloween, well, considering the circumstances anyway. But with that out of the way, today just really quickly I'm going to show you a Warframe statue that arrived just the other day. Now these statues were only sold for a very limited time on the official Warframe store page. And being that they're really limited collector's items, you're going to have to face scalpers prices now if you want to get one. Luckily for myself however, I know a guy who owns a gaming store in Paris, which I tend to visit annually, and he sold me one at a half decent price. If you ever find yourself in Paris, I'd highly recommend checking out the La République section of the city, where there's dozens and dozens of gaming stores just like this one. As I said, I visit this area of the city every year, and I'm hoping to make a video on it next time I visit. So Warframe, where do I start? Warframe's a huge, bloody brilliant but bloody complicated free-to-play action online role-playing game. It was released way back in 2013, but it's had so many graphical and world building updates that it can compete, if not look even better, than a lot of current gen games. It's got an unlimited amount of missions, customization, several open worlds to explore, and a combat system that's better than anything I think I've ever experienced before. And not to mention the online community, which often gets voted to be the best in online gaming. So I could talk forever about the intricacy and the complexity of this game, but there's so many online creators on YouTube who are far better informed than I am. So as a player, you start the game by choosing your Warframe, and currently at time of recording there's 75 different Warframes. And one of the starting Warframes is the Mag, and here we have the collector's statue for it. So being that it's a free-to-play online game, there's obviously no physical release for this, but I enjoyed the game so much that I made this little box art for it, and I'm really happy with how it looks sitting on the shelf. So of course this game's on PC, Xbox and PS4 where you'll get a far better experience than the Nintendo Switch, but being that it's quite a grindy game, I like to be able to take it on the go. Anyway, now for a closer look at the statue, and I'll be honest, I'm usually full of compliments on this channel, but with this statue, I wasn't really that impressed when I opened the box. There were so many little pieces that were broken, and maybe that explains the lower price I paid, but even the bits that weren't broken still didn't stick in place properly. They're so flimsy and I had to superglue this whole thing together. I know it looks pretty cool from a distance, but when you zoom up a bit closer you can just see it's not quite as detailed as I would like it to be. Considering the price, you would expect better quality, and I know it's hand painted, but I just feel like that's not a good enough excuse. But anyway, I glued it together so it's a bit more sturdy now, and I paid a far lower price than the original cost, so I can't really complain. It's a nice statue to add to my collection. I know when most people start the game, the Mag isn't the most popular choice of Warframe, but I'd say it's probably one of my favourites. In terms of weapons, I tend to go for the sword and the bow. I think they make for the most satisfying way of taking down enemies. And I really like the powers that the Mag has. I think they're often overlooked. She can use a force pull, like a Jedi, pulling enemies towards her so she can take them out with her melee. She can also of course lower enemy shields, making them far more vulnerable. And she can even crush all enemies' bones to dust in the vicinity. So yeah, I'm glad I got this statue because I love the game and I really enjoy the Mag Warframe. I do wish the quality of the statue was a little bit better. In fact, I wish it was a lot better considering the original price. But feel free to tell me what you think in the comment section below. There's a good few other Warframe statues kicking about online. But as I said, they're only on the official Warframe store for a very limited period. So sadly, unless you're lucky, you're probably going to have to pay a ridiculous price if you want to get this from a third party seller. And considering the quality, I just really can't recommend that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little Warframe video. Until next time, see ya.